Hi.
Hi,
I'm Kelly,
and I'm Rudy.
and we are
Well,
Conscious Partnership.
oh, I thought you were gonna say, and we are in
No.
bed, as you can tell. This is a
So
little
it
uncomfortable,
totally is uncomfortable. We almost didn't do it. That's the truth.
which is why we're doing it now.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk through the fear, and if you're judging us, then well, I guess we'll walk through that too,
That's right.
right?
Yes, but we wanted to talk about. You
Sex.
guessed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We want to talk about. Let's talk about sex,
baby.
baby.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good times,
and
right?
the
And the bad times. Perfect, right?
Okay. Yes. Okay. So let's really talk about this because the truth is a lot of people don't.
Yes.
And sex and marriage or sex and partnership are so important. And why are we not talking about it? Why is it under the rug? Why is it that shameful thing that nobody wants to say?
That's right. It's one of the most important things to keep a long-term partnership going. And truly, we were just talking about it. You probably maybe have guessed it. We did just have sex. And the reason why we're saying that, even though it made it really uncomfortable, is because sometimes life gets really busy. We have 3 kids, and we haven't had sex in probably like almost 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks.
Right.
About 2 weeks. Let's just say 2 weeks. And even in that amount of time, you can start to feel a little bit of a disconnection from each other. And we have.
Totally. And some people might be listening to that hearing 2 weeks. I haven't had sex in 2 months or even 2 years or 5 years.
And imagine the impact of that.
Right.
So the physical connection is just as important as the emotional connection that we also talk about.
Yeah.
So we make it a commitment to make sure we have sex regularly.
Yeah, we go for once a week, and here's the reason for that. Because anything longer than that, it starts to feel scary. And we had to walk through this where we would set time aside to go on dates during the day or meet up and have sex, and then we would actually start fights with each other and end up not having sex. And it took us the longest time to figure out that we were actually scared and felt uncomfortable and vulnerable, and we would totally sabotage the time that we had because of that fear.
That's right. And the other thing too is the more time you have away from having physical contact like that, the more you just are afraid to make the connection.
Yeah.
So like it took us, at least a good 5 minutes to just feel like comfortable enough and safe enough and in our bodies to just relax and connect and enjoy each other.
Right.
But the outcome of committing to it, regardless of the discomfort, is really where the magic is at. That lovely word of ours, magic.
Magic and intimacy. And for the longest time, and this is for both of us, sex and intimacy didn't exist in the same space.
Yes.
So, we both had lots of sex and very little intimacy.
Yes.
And intimacy and sex together can be really confronting, and so...
I wouldn't say it could be. It is.
Yeah.
It is very confronting. Right. And the way we talk about sex with other people is even confronting because we don't fantasize about other people.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
It is. And, we think it's normal, but I had a conversation with someone and they were like, what? I mean, it really, what I got was that for a lot of people, that's totally normal. And for me, at one point, that was totally normal.
And me too, in my past, yes. I never could have sex without fantasizing about somebody else.
Right, me too.
Whether it was some, celebrity or somebody you don't know or somebody you do know in your world. But the whole idea of, like, not bringing anybody else in the mind when we're having sex is a really important piece of our connection.
Totally. And you know what? I'm just going to be really raw right now. So, part of the healing and becoming more available for real intimacy during sex has been around our willingness to share these things with one another.
Yes.
So we don't have secrets in our life, and we don't have secrets in our mind either. Mm-hmm. And that's like next level. I get, like, what? What do you mean? Some things should be kept to ourselves, but why? Why? When there's a safe, gentle space where compassion is present, there's no reason why anything can't be said.
Not at least if you're after radical intimacy.
Right.
Would you keep things, from partnership even in the mind?
Totally.
That's why we would even stop times having sex. I'm sure you were. We would stop just to reconnect to
Yep.
whatever's coming up. Like if something got brought up and hurt, we'll stop. That I've done it many times where I have to stop. This is going in a direction that like doesn't feel comfortable to me. It feels like the way I would be in the past.
Yep.
And we would stop and we would just hold each other, connect, put my hand on her heart, and just feel safe again. So then we can go back to the act and feel the real authentic intimacy and connection.
Yeah.
That's what we're after. So
Totally.
if you're after radical intimacy, I would suggest trying this out.
Yes. Do it.
Do it. Do
We love
it.
you guys so
Do
much.
it. We love you. Bye.
Bye.